Good day, erudites. My name is Alexandra Maypigi, and today we're going to discuss Lesson 9 of Pre-Calculus, Angles in a Unit Circle. Angle is a plane figure formed by two rays sharing a common endpoint. An angle has a terminal side, and it also has an initial side. The terminal sides move, but the initial side does not. A good reminder that I like to tell myself so I know the difference. The base of the arrow, where the arrow starts, that's always gonna be the initial side. That's your initial side. Whilst where the arrow is pointing at, like the point part, that's the terminal side. Though here in our illustration, it shows that the terminal side is the one above. That's when it's positive. When the rotation or arrow is going counterclockwise, if it's going counterclockwise, then it's positive. But it's going clockwise, if it's going clockwise, then it is negative like the red. See, if it's going down, it's going clockwise, it's negative. And in that case, instead of the terminal side and the initial side will switch places. Like I said, a good reminder is where the base of the arrow or where the arrow starts, that's the initial side always. And where the arrow is pointing at, that's the terminal side. So, if we're looking at the positive arrow or the positive angle, then we can say the illustration is correct. But like, if we're looking at the negative arrow, then we have to switch them both. So there's two ways to measure angles. First is degree measure, and the second is radian measure. Degree measure is developed by the Babylonians in the 2000s BC and is based on sexagesimal numeration system, where basically everything is by 60 back then. We can see that in our current state how 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Here we kind of use the same system as well. One revolution or like one circle angle is 360 degrees, while 1 degree is equals to 60 minutes, while 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Now, if you want to transpose the degree, minutes, seconds into just a whole degree, divide the minute by 60 and divide the seconds by 3600. Next is radian measure. One radian measure, or rad, is the angle formed by a radius of a circle and an arc of the same length as the radius. If we're going to degree to radian, then you're gonna multiply the degree with pi over 180 degrees. But if you want to rad 2 degrees, then you're gonna divide 180 degrees over pi. Now this will be explained all more in the examples. We have two examples for degree measure and two examples for radian measure. For our first example, we need to make this degree into degree, minutes, second. What we're going to do here is multiply the decimal by 60. We'll always multiply the decimal by 60 and then multiply it again by 60 and we get 50. Here, every whole number, that's gonna be our answer. And the decimal, you're just gonna multiply it by 60 to get more. So for our answer here, we have 23 degrees because that's its whole number. You have 45 minutes because that's our whole number. And we have 50 seconds as that's the final answer. For next example, we have 45 degrees, 30 minutes, and 15 seconds. For this example, we're going to have to divide 30 by 60, which is equals to 0.5. And we're going to have to divide 15 by 3600, which is equals to this. After that, we add the degree and all of the answers. And that will be our final degree, or what it would be like in the degree measure. Now that we're done with degree measure, let's do it radian measure. Transposition of radian measure, or like turning from here, we're going to turn this degree into radian. So to do that, we're going to multiply it with pi over 180, which is equals to 3 pi over 4. Pretty easy. Next, also easy. We're gonna to make this radian into a degree. We are going to multiply 25 pi over 18 with 180 degrees over pi, which is equals to 250 degrees. And that's all you need to know for angles in a unit circle. I hope you learned something today and that I helped by some way. Bye bye.